How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another FIFA 20 video. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Before we get straight into Team of the Season content later today, though, we got to talk about the new season progress. New season, we got two new objectives as well, which look like pretty decent cards, honestly. Like, this one looks really insane for 93 pace, 90 shooting. And this one, too, with 92 pace, 88 shooting. It should be pretty cool. We got new icon swaps, which, by the way, if you guys haven't watched it yet, make sure you guys check out the squad battles glitch on my channel to help you guys finish all these single player ones really fast. But we got a new season, and it looks pretty similar. Obviously, we got pretty much the same packs, the Tifos, as well as, some lone icons there. We got Figo and then Socrates, as well as just more packs, and then, all this. But today we're going to be talking about the players. I'm going to recommend, which ones you should take and which ones I think are the best. So far we got Hagi here, and honestly, his card looks really good. He's got 5-star weak foot, 93 pace, 85 shooting, 84 pass, 88 dribble, and the physical's pretty high up too. He's an extremely fast card. He's quick with good acceleration. As far as shooting goes, obviously you might want to boost that one up as a cam. As well as passing, I think Deadeye would be the right chemistry style to use on this card. But, I mean, he has very good agility, very high stamina. His composure is good. This looks like a really sick card, and this is probably the card I would take to use. Only problem with him is, he's a little bit harder to link up. He does have Flair too, which is a very nice trait. Next up, we got a Gudelo. I don't know if I said that right, but we have a very fast striker here with decent shooting. I just don't think this card is... I don't know. He's got very good stats, don't get me wrong. However, the balance is a little shaky on this card for me. Stamina's only at an 82, so if you like to, really press and run around with him, he's, he doesn't really have as much stamina. His finishing is a little weak as well as his long shots, so I'm not really a fan of this card. And, link-wise, he's a little hard to link, being an MLS. But if you run an MLS side, obviously that might be a good take. Next up, we have... I'm not even going to try to pronounce his name, but from Celtic, the left mid. I also don't think he's that good. At left mid, there's so many other alternatives you can take. I just don't think he's worth taking. I think Hagi is really the best choice to take. Not to mention the sprint speed's down under 87, which means, once he gets running, he's a little bit slower. He does have flair too, so he's not that bad. So looking through the rest of the pack, the rest of the pass... we got, pretty similar packs to last time, a good amount, which would be nice for Team of the Season. But then we get our final reward, and I am a fan of all these storyline players. So first off, we'll talk about Gotze here. And, at center forward, switching to striker, cam, center mid, wherever you want to put him. He's really good. The only thing I'm not a fan of this card is that sprint speed. Only 82 sprint speed, but he is quick with the acceleration. So, playing him at cam, you shouldn't really be, too discouraged by it. Pretty high shooting stats, which is nice as a cam, and his passing is really, really good. His dribbling is really, really good, and I believe he's got 4-star too, so, he's a really solid player. His composure is insanely high, very high stamina too. This is a card I really do like. Next up, though, we have Pedro, and Pedro's one that I'm even considering too. Very high pace. He doesn't really have any other versions. His shooting's very high finishing. Obviously, penalties are a little low, but you probably can find other penalty takers. His passing is very good. His short pass is 90. Dribbling-wise, he's got everything over 90 except for composure. But his composure is good enough to where you won't really notice. Very high stamina in this card as a right winger, too. I really, really do like this card, and... for Premier League right wingers, there's not really too many options aside from Salah and Sterling. So I think this Pedro is a very good addition. Also, with the 4-star, 5-star, this card is really sick, and you could cut in with him on either foot. And finally, we have Umtiti here, and it really just depends on your squad. We do have that Team of the Season PK that just came out too, so you might want to try and look to link. He does have 3-star weak foot. His pace is very good. He obviously gets off to a little bit of a slower start, but as a center back, he's got very solid, pace. As far as shooting and passing goes, he's got high shot power, but I don't think you're going to be taking many shots with him. As far as passing goes, he's got 88 short pass, 80 long pass. That's pretty good for a center back. As well as we take a look at the dribbling, he's got 90 reactions, 84 ball control. His balance is very good for a center back. Agility is a little bit lower, but it's very similar to Van Dijk's 90 card. Very high composure, and his defensive stats are insane. Physical, 93 jumping, 75 stamina, 91 strength. This card is very good. And this one really comes down to who you need for your team. I run more of a Premier League side, so I think Pedro would probably benefit better, especially because I have that Sergio Ramos, so he can link with the right back right there. But very decent player rewards. I mean, these guys are all pretty usable in game, and it was a very good job by EA Sports. And that'll pretty much wrap up this video. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like on it, and let me know which players are you taking in the comments below. And good luck with Team of the Season, boys. See you next time.